Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for Golden State, number 9.
Curry to Thompson. Mason Plumlee, huge block. Out of bounds. Last touch by Mason Plumlee. Curry. Mason Plumlee sends it away to Cousins.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pass there taken away by Denver. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Curry to Thompson. Five seconds to shoot. Thompson. He made his first effort, but not that time. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
The screen sets him up for two.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Down for Iguodala. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Mason Plumlee, defended by Draymond Green. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Off the assist.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Livingston to Thompson. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Denver's got it. Missed a wide open look. Oh, he missed a short one there.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
The assist from number 16.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first quarter. The Nuggets enjoying a nice cushion. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started.
From the start, let's do it.
Substitutions, Denver. Entering the game for Golden State, number 35.
Durant to Thompson. Livingston. Goes to the left side. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Thomas. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Cook to bring it into the front court. 5-point game. Shot by Thompson misses. Nuggets have the possession. Jamal Murray. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. To Green. To Durant. Gets it in the right corner. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Cleans it up to Durant. Thompson. Durant. Smothering D. Down low Jokic. Kevin Durant with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Paul. Millsap. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
I got ball. That's me.
I got ball.
To Millsap. Draymond Green pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Livingston to bring it up. Down 5. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
They go to Jokic. Down low. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Nuggets with the basketball. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Jokic. Draymond Green sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He engulfed him that time.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Jamal Murray. Good for...
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
First half in the books. The Nuggets in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
Get back, get back, get back.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Warriors basketball. Durant to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Steph Curry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance. They're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Curry into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Durant. Cleans the offense. Oh, Draymond with the putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Jokic. Paul Millsap. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 90% at the line. First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. It's Denver's ball.
I'm here. I got ball.
Get in your stance. I'm coming. Get in your stance.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Millsap. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Green. Great pass to set it up. Curry, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Oh, Nikola Jokic. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Curry with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Durant to Thompson. Over to the right side. Curry. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Millsap. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Stuffs it down with authority. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Curry to the basket, but it won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Steph Curry, now 4 for 9.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. For Denver.
Trey Lyles. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. Two for 2 on that trip. Curry to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. Nothing going here on that drive. Steph Curry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Jokic. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Livingston across the timeline. His guys down 11. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Livingston to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Jokic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw is good. Durant to Curry. Cleans it up. Murray into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Cruises inside for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Here's a chance. From long range, he was all over him. Murray with the basketball. Up a dozen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jamal Murray, he had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Murray into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, that's how it's done.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Shaun Livingston. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Durant with the basketball up top. Down a bundle. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Jokic. Off the assist.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting.